Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Wednesday to you. Um, my computer is telling me that my live video is starting. Oh, yes, it says I'm live. Wonderful. Happy Wednesday, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper. My name is Jackie Vandersar Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and in the Netherlands. It's a wonderful thing. And yes, I do need to keep two businesses going. The two do not combine. And it's great. It means I get to live in two countries. I get to have two sets of teams and two sets of customers and all kinds of friends. It's a great life. Today, I want to show you the beautiful blues kit. I don't know if you have an annual catalog in your hands. If you live in the Chatham area, I still have annual catalogs in the tote on my front porch at 81 Delaware. So please help yourself. If you want a catalog, if you've ordered from me in the last 3 months, you get a free one sent to you. And if you have not, then you can pay me $5, which will be given back to you on your first order. Okay, so let's have a look. Here we go. I started writing something on this kit because I thought it was going to someone, and then I realized I was writing it on the wrong kit. So all of our kits come in these boxes with the dot on the side, the stripes on the front, and just it's great. So here we go, the beautiful blues kit. I have not looked at it yet at all, so we are going to be discovering this kit together. It was tempting for me to cheat a little bit and open it up and do a little practice run, but I haven't. So we're cutting it open, and we're going to ooh and ah, oops, together. Now, I love blue. I really do. Although someone asks me what my favorite color is, it always seems to be red, but only because I love how red looks on me. I love wearing red, but I also love blue. So most creative people have a really hard time picking just one color. But I think if I did, it would be blue. I love blue and white. I like decorating with blues and whites. So this is the instruction kit. Save that piece of chipboard because it's great for making little books and things. And then this is a new thing. They've given us a little printout if you want to save the stamp set in a little case or something. So you're in my thoughts, wishing you comfort and sending love and a leaf. So that's the stamp. I'm just going to move this aside. The envelopes have a nice little blue flap. I think they're all the same. They're a nice heavy duty envelope. I appreciate that because I find when you're making a special card, there's 8 cards. It's nice to have a good quality envelope. There's a block and there's a thing of tear and tape and a thing of dimensionals and gems. Okay. Then I see that there are 3 of these overlays. You could also use one of these as a mask. Okay, so that's probably what I'm going to do to make an alternative. So we have 3 of those. Then we have these. I'm just going to take them out. We're going to need them for some cards. Oh yeah, look, there's the other side. That's nicer? And we had a die set with die cuts like this too, and they were very nice. So be careful that you hold on a little bit on the skinny part. You don't want to break your little branches. So be careful when you take these out. There, success. So here we have this, and then we have a white one. So again, just hold on to those little branches when you're pulling them out. There. So we have 3 of those. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just going to move the other stuff out of the way. So I'm going to save one of these, 3 of these, and we'll see what's next. Putting the extras away. And then let me just go back to my Facebook. Hi, Linda. So nice to see you. So here are some of the cards. 3 of them are like this. So there must be 9 cards. There are 9 cards. So I'm going to save one, put the other 2 away. Then we have 3 of these. And I think I'm going to cut this in half so that I can use both sides and just put it on a white card. That seems smart to me. And there's 3 of those, which means there's 3 other ones. Oh yeah, and then there's 3 of this one. Really lovely. Okay. And then we have a set of, for the words, a set of die cuts for the words. So let's go to the first number, the card number 1. Okay. Why? Oh, all right. So we're stamping, we're taking this card here, moving these out of the way. Lots of moving stuff out of the way. So it says that we are going to stamp the saying, "You're in my thoughts," on one of these square pieces. So let me get that out here. And we're going to stamp the leaf on here. And I think just once. I'm looking carefully to see, maybe it's twice. No, I think just once. All right, now there did come, I think there was a Night of Navy ink spot that I may have taken out of it earlier when I was opening it up, but I'm going to, yeah, there is an ink spot that comes with it, but I'm going to use my big ink pad. And then the next thing that we're going to do is, I have the stamp set right here. So I'm taking the skinny part off, and then before I use it, I'm going to use an eraser here, just a plain old white eraser, see? And I'm going to go over top of it just to take off any oils that might have come on here from the manufacturer. See, now it's ready to go. So we're going to stamp "You're in my thoughts." And I'm using a big block. I'm going to save my other block. So just let me move the instructions out of the way. Move these out of the way. Lay your stamp down and then pick it up with your block. Oh, and you know what? I had someone say to me that they always do it sideways, like so on an angle, because then it's easier to see if it's straight because those edges don't get in the way. So I'm going to try it and see how that works for me. And there we go. And when you're stamping, you just want to do a light tap, tap, tap. You don't have to press hard. Just tap, tap, tap. I'm not squeezing into the ink pad. Just think of a dragonfly dancing on the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives it a minute, and there we go. You're in my thoughts, so that looks really good. And then this is being shown to go on this blue piece, and they're using the tear and tape on here. I am not going to use the tear and tape because I love using liquid glue. So I'm going to do that. And then the whole thing is going to be popped up. Let's just move this out of the way. See, so you've got that gorgeous foliage going around there. That looks good. And now we're going to, you know what, we will use that other block because then I can have it on 2 blocks. Yes, I love kits too, Linda. It's such a good thing. You can give them away as gifts to your friends, to your teachers, anybody really, your mom. It's just a great way to get stamping without any stress. It's like a box of cake mix or muffins or cookies or, if you get those meal things. I'm trying to think of what they're called. Hello Fresh, something like that. It's just fun to get a box with everything in it and you don't have to think. You just have to follow the instructions. It's really great. I mean, and not all kits are created equally, but that's because we all have different tastes. There's kits that I have not liked at all that other people love. So you have to find what you love. So I've just put the leaves on there. I should have shown you. And now, I know it seems to me this is already a perfect card. So we're taking the card and we're taking the leaf. Tap, 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 tap. And then you always take a look at it. It seems like it's an obvious thing, but just look at it to make sure it's inked up properly and it looks good. And then this is going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like counting to 5 because it gives the ink a minute to transfer. And I think that's good. It doesn't tell me to do it twice. It tells me to do it, oh, maybe it was supposed to go on the inside and I did it for nothing. No, well, maybe. Oh, well, I did it now. I was already wondering why, but this is going to go on here, and then it looks just fine. It does. But I think, let me check. The instructions are just a guide. Oh, yeah, it absolutely was meant for me to stamp it in the inside as well. But if you want to stamp it over your flowers, that's good too. It looks like it could be that way, but I think it was only meant for the inside. So we're going to stamp again. Oops, and see how this time I didn't get it all the way? So look at that stamp before you... There we go. And then if you wanted to stamp again, look at this. Then you get a stamped off version, see, with the lighter look. Isn't that beautiful? It's just, you don't have to do that, but I think it looks great. Okay, so now we're going to finish this up. Fold it in half. You're in my thoughts. You could also use the edge of your block as a bone folder. See, it works a dream. And now we're going to take this and we're going to, instead of having it flat, you'll notice the difference. See, now it's laying flat, but we are going to pop it up. And then I don't know, does it show adding any gems? It does show adding 3 gems. Okay. So we take the, oh yeah, there's a trick. I'm not going to do it now because you have to let it dry. But if you scribble on your dimensionals, then you can see whether or not you've taken off the backing, which is a really cool tip. 1 and 2 should do it. And here you go, you're in my thoughts. That's so pretty. And now I'm going to put a couple of gems on here. One here. And one. Oops. 2 here. So there we go. There we have our card. So that's card number 1. You can also put these kits into your starter kit, okay? So that's good to know. All right, card number 2 is going to be this one. And I was going to cut that one in half, wasn't I? I'm going to do that. Let me find my paper trimmer. Move this out of the way. The double stamping is great. They call that stamping off or second generation stamping. So I'm just taking that fold, that crease, and putting it right in the middle of my cutting trough. You can also measure it and it should be exactly 4 1/4. And now I have 2 cards. I'm just going to put this on the front of a white card. Now, if you want, I'll do one that I'm going to trim just a little bit with 1/8 of an inch off. So that's 1/4 of an inch. I'm just going to take 1/8 of an inch, and then there'll be a wee little edge that's off. I'm going to do it on this side, 1/8 of an inch. And that way, when we make our card, oh, that looked like I did 1/4 of an inch. That was bigger. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it, and I'll see if I can fix it later. That's going to go on a white card, and there'll be an edge around it. I'll show you that probably later. I don't know. Let's have a look. Move that out of the way. And now what does it say? It's saying that we need the wishing you comfort. So that's this one. And again, you're going to lay it down. I'm going to clean this off. Now remember, there are 2 ways to clean your stamps. One is with the chamois, and the other one is, let me see if I can find it. Oh. You know what? I don't see it right here, but the other one is with the Stampin' Scrub, and it's not, you know what, I'll show it to you later. I'll do a little reel, and I'll show you the difference. The Stampin' Scrub gets a deeper clean into your stamps, and it conditions your stamps as well, so I highly recommend it. Now, I have misplaced, there they are. I put it all nicely in a pile. Now we're going to need this one here. So take that out. And I've cleaned this, so I'm going to put that away. And I'm going to do this on an angle again. So here we go. Tap, tap, tap. Check it out. Looks good. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it looks good. There's a little bit of bleeding around here, which means that, I don't know if I just cleaned this, it means there was a little bit of moisture on there. So not perfect, but it's going to be okay. Sometimes good enough is good enough. Hello, Ali. Welcome. So let's see what the instructions tell me to do. They are saying that I need to put this on the white one. And it's saying, again, a strip of, let's have a look. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe it is. Oh, I can't pick anything up today. And, oh yeah, it is quite white. No, it shows one at the top. Okay, maybe there. That's better. That looks better. Yeah. Sorry. Even simple instructions are hard for this directionally challenged girl. But there they are, and it should work. And then, so it's also showing 4 dimensionals and 3 gems. So not hard, but we're going to get more cards out of this kit now, aren't we? So here we go. A little bit of liquid adhesive just on the main part here. And so really easy cards. And of course, you can use the other parts to make them more complicated. But just remember that more complicated doesn't always mean more beautiful. So you know what? The time that you save when you're making these cards, you can spend extra time in your garden, walking the beach, just having another moment to yourself. And just enjoy the fact that you had some really easy cards. Yeah, you've also cutted these cards in half. Great idea, Ali. And you know what? You don't need 4 dimensionals on here. 2 is good enough. It really is. No one's going to be pressing on your card. So here we go. And I just want to see where they put it. Oh yeah, near the bottom, like so. It depends on how you want your card to look. They have it going here, but I feel that that covers up such pretty flowers. Okay, oh yeah, that's the back. Look. So here, this is the front of the card. That makes more sense. And on this card, I would put it somewhere else. Okay. So there we have it. And then we're going to add some gems. Oops. These have a little, almost a little grid pattern in them. I don't know if you can see it. And my internet is lagging a little bit. I don't know what it's like for you guys. And here. Okay. Now, it looks like my phone just stopped, so I'm just going to check it for a minute, and I'll say device. Okay, there we go. My phone was doing something weird, and now it just seems to have blanked out altogether. Just let me go back here for a second. Here. And you know what? I think this is going to have to be the natural place where I stop it for now. My phone is, let me just see. Okay, let's see. Accept. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, we're back in action. Okay. My Minicam was just doing something weird. I don't have to quit. All right, here I am. Oh no, I thought it was upside down. It is not upside down. Okay, I'll stop freaking out. If I have time at the end, I will put this on a white card. But for now, we're just going to leave it. And now the last card is going to be with this. I'm already envisioning the alternatives that I'm going to do, and I will show you those to you another time. So this is the card base. So Ali said she cut them all in half, so I'm going to cut this one in half too, because there's no need for the other side to look like that. So here we go. I'm going to put that in the trough or at 4 1/4, whatever you're comfortable with. Cut. All right. Now, what does it tell us to do? It says to, let me get the instructions. We are going to stamp on the little square one, the little one. This one. And it's going to say sending love. I just dropped my stamp on the ground, so I'm going to look that up. Okay, we've got it. I'm going to lay it down, and then we're going to pick it up with our block sideways. I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see better. Here. And remember, just a light tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Check it. See, I got a little bit on the corner of my block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm wondering if it's the humidity in the air that's making my stamp bleed just a wee little bit. Okay, so now this piece is going to go on here, on this lovely, and it's going to go like that. Yes. And then this is going to go, I seem to have lost my fingernails. I can't pick a thing up. Let me see if this will work. This is my take your pick tool. Oh, it worked. The take your pick tool doesn't always work for me. Okay, so this is going to go with a little bit of adhesive. And we're going to put it right like so. Sending love. Okay, and now it's telling us to use the tear and tape on the corners of this. Now there's 2 ways that you can do this. Oh my goodness. So you could do this. This is how they show it, like this. The dark on the dark. And that does look quite nice. So we're going to do it that way. I'm thinking that this would also look great. This way. White and blue. And then they have this on there. See, that looks nice too. So you can see how already there are alternatives. So the first time, just like with the recipe, you make it the way it says. So that's what we're going to do. And then you can see the alternatives. Both are nice. All right, so we're going to just take some liquid adhesive, or you can use the tape that was given. If you use liquid, make sure you use it sparingly. Just a thin bead, you're hardly squeezing it at all. That's a little too thick there. So I might even just use my finger. Oh no, I better not. I kind of want to though. I just wiped a little bit off. I'm adding it here. There. It's just like in the kitchen, using your fingers is okay. So here we go. Top 2 corners. The nice thing about the liquid is you can slide it around a little bit, which makes me happy. There. And now this is going to get popped up. And then you have your beautiful card. So I would love your feedback. How is the picture? Is it pixelating? Am I loud enough? All these things. Let me just check here. Yeah, it should be good. So you have 9 of these cards, 3 of each, and they're just beautiful blues. Sadly, we need cards of encouragement. People go through hard times. I'm going to add some blue gems again. So we've just got all the shades of blue happening. And I'm doing 1 at the top, 2, or 1 at the bottom, 2 at the top. There. And there we have it. And we can put this on a white card. And since I don't have, let me just zoom out. Let's see. I'm going to go back here. I'm back on. Yes, good, good, good. So, and then we have this one. Let's see if we can fit them all in. And then we have this one. And so you're making 9 of these. So this is a really fun kit that you can do with friends who have never stamped before. They are not going to feel overwhelmed. And if you've stamped a lot, this is just one of those things that if you are feeling overwhelmed with life, and that happens, and you just wish you could make cards and you don't want to have to think, these are absolutely perfect. And then I'm going to show you, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. I might do it in a reel. I think I'll do it in a reel. I'm going to show you how you can use this navy piece in the middle as a mask and make a totally different card. And also how if you flip the mask and make it a more of a blue and white contrasting card, you'll get a totally different look. So look for more. If you love this video, please share it. And if you've been following my page for a while, thank you so much. Please share with your friends. Tell them so that they can also follow me. And then the last thing is check your notifications. That's that little bell beside your name. You may have received an invitation to like my page. I have a lot of people who've been invited to like my page who haven't done so yet. You might be one of them. So take a look. I'd love to have you join my page. Thanks, Gloria. This set is so beautiful. I will include a link for it if you can shop in my Canadian store. If you're European, you can just in the demonstrator locator, just type in Jacomina. That's Jacomina. That's my Dutch name. I was named after my Oma on my dad's side. There's a fly in front of me. And so that's my demonstrator name in Holland. So yeah. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And it's really good to be back. This was the perfect way to get me stamping again after 2 weeks out of the saddle.